Oh boy, the new headers are here. Gibson headers for the 2000 F250. And Archie and Poppy are ready to help me open the box. Okay? So here, you can get down over there. You can help me from over there. Thank you. So there is the Gibson factory seal. Gibson Performance Exhaust. Made in the USA. Thank goodness. Let's see if we can get these staples out of here without too much trouble. At least they pack them well. Gotta give them that. Uno. Dos. Okay, I am trying to get this done as quickly as possible to contain everybody's excitement. It's not every day that you get a $670 set of stainless steel headers for your 2000 F250 5.4 liter delivered. I'm gonna bet they probably glued this down too, maybe. And we just need to remind Jeff to be careful of the pink things. They don't take sharp, pointy objects well. What, are you guys bored? I thought you guys were gonna watch this. Archie, Poppy. I thought you guys were like gonna be cheering me on. Make sure that you keep your other paw out from the line of fire. Okay, one more staple to go. Okay. There is another staple under here. Okay. Need that staple out just for good measure. All right, here we go. Fanfare. Da, 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 da. Sweet. Nice packaging. Here we go. These are Gibson GP126S-1 5.4 liter stainless steel headers. No EGR fitting. My truck does not have an EGR system in it. 99 to 05 Ford Excursion 2 or 4-wheel 9904 Super Duty truck. F250 350 5.4 also. Gibson headers are 50 state smog legal. So there you go. Alright, so as with all instructions, won't be needing them. Let's take a look at these headers. There you go, that is some nice packaging. They took some time and care to do this. Then again, of course, time and care means pain in the butt to unpack. All we gotta do is find where it is. Okay. So these are 409 stainless steel, which is the second best stainless steel. And I think what you actually want is 30, either 309 or 304 stainless steel, and they have the best lasting to heat and all. Okay, so I can tell that this one is going to be, actually these are going to be kind of a trick to do. And of course, wouldn't you know it, this is the right side header, so it's probably going to be a bit of a trick. And you see how these are all open here, so they intend you to have your bolts in and started, and then slide this up and in from underneath, and then stick bolts in down below to hold it up. So yeah, and then also I wished I could have gotten, these are 1.5" tubes, and Hedman headers, they had 1 5/8", and they were made from the higher grade stainless, but I wouldn't have been able to get those until about November, and I just don't have that time. So these here, I can yeah, I can compare the gasket size on them. Okay, so there's a gasket, Poppy. That's not an eating thing. Don't eat the plastic. So there you see the opening is slightly smaller than gasket size, and same over here. So yeah, I don't know, they may not be quite as good as what I would have liked to have had. You see the inside there, you can see the 4 pipes welded up inside of there. But yeah, not quite what I would have liked. I would have liked to have gotten the Hedmans. Hedmans were a little more like extra $100, and probably would have been a better choice. But these are certainly going to be better than the stock manifolds are. But the other thing too is that there are the cheap ones you see on Amazon. These are made with a 14 gauge steel, stainless, and the ones on the cheap headers around $200, those are made with a 22 gauge stainless, and that's not going to last very long. That's getting really thin. So anyway, there you go. Let's take a look at the other one. Pull this apart. I don't know if my camera is dropping or what. No, it's holding position. So the other nice thing about these headers is they are direct bolt-in replacements for the factory stock exhaust manifolds. So there you go. This here's the other side, and I don't know if these can be, if I can take my grinder and just open these up a little bit. I don't want to get into the weld. You can see how they've already ground them. So how do these here gaskets look? So these are the Philpro gaskets. So they're still a little smaller than gasket size. So I think that I could probably get away with grinding these a little bit, because if you look in there, you can see that there is buildup of metal. I could definitely smooth this out flush to the tube and not have any trouble with it. And that would be good. This one here, the tube is actually in a little bit here. You can see the tube is sticking inside of the gasket size, and that's the only one that does that. So anyway, I can deal with that. So this one here again has just a little bit of the tube sticking in beyond the weld, but yeah, I think I can work with these. The size of the gasket kind of is in the hole there. It'll work. So there you go. And so yeah, direct replacement, so it'll bolt right onto the head and then connect right up to the exhaust manifold or the exhaust pipe. And what else was in here? We've got okay, so they did supply some gasket material, but this is like a paper type of gasket, and I have a steel gasket from TrickFlow that has a couple of sealing rings stamped into it, and they're a 2-layer and like an MLS type of exhaust gasket, and so those are what I'm going to use. Here is the bolt kit that they sent with it. So, yeah, I do not know if these are stainless bolts or not, but I have the ARP stainless studs. And then let me run over here real quick. Excuse me. Good boy. Good girl. I've got helper cats all around me. Okay. So these are the bolt stops here. Stage 8 locking fasteners. And so that's what they look like. Compared to the bolts that are supplied. So yeah, I think these are just kind of like regular old bolts, and I'm not going to use regular old bolts because I don't want them to seize up inside the head. These I'll use on this side because I don't think I'll be able to get studs in there either. And then yeah, so the tops I might have to use the bolt, but on the bottom, see, there's no interference there. I can get the studs into the bottoms, but you know, there's the top, and I'm not going to be able to get the studs in there, I doubt. I might be able to get a stud here and here, but the tube is getting pretty tight to that, and so I don't think a stud's going to work there. I'll try it and I'll see. Anyway. And then these are the trick flow head gaskets. You see they're stainless steel gasket. They're 3 layers, and it's got a sealing ring around it. Let's see what is on the inside. Okay, so it has a seal ring on the inside too, so these will be pretty good. And then a flat center. So this should be a pretty good gasket, and they weren't horribly expensive. Trick flow. Actually, let me take a look at this real quick and compare it in gasket size. Okay. Yeah, so the trick flow is just slightly larger. So, okay, let's compare it to the header. So you can see the gasket's considerably larger. And at least the rings do sit over the welded part, so they do cover the entire clamping surface. Okay. So yeah, darn it. I probably should have gotten the Hedman headers with the 1 5/8" pipe and the higher quality stainless, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. I can't sit around and wait. Anyway, okay, so that is the unboxing of the Gibson headers for the 2000 5.4 liter F250. Okay, hope you enjoyed the information, and I will see you on the next video. And remember, the videos are coming by hard and fast because I am in the middle of this project, and it's going every day. Alright, see you on the next. Here you see the Gibson headers, and these are the headers without an EGR port. Those are trick flow steel gaskets, stainless steel gaskets, and you see Archie digging the headers. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.